I cried just as we left the ticket counter. I was so proud of myself for holding it in for as long as I did, but when the Disney cast member behind the window wished me a magical day, I had finally lost it. I remember it as if it were yesterday. It was a bright and sunny Florida morning on January 15th, 2015. My husband John and I dropped our oldest 2 kids off at school, then drove the 6 miles to Magic Kingdom in Disney World. We parked our car in the Aladdin lot, hopped off the tram, and walked the rest of the way to the ticket windows with so much excitement. The cast member behind the window was very cheery as she asked what tickets we would like. I was willing the tears to not burst out of my eyes as I told her that we would like the Florida resident annual passes for our entire family. She pushed a laminated card through the opening in the window. I can still remember the cool air from the air conditioning blow over my hands as I picked up that card. She started explaining what each pass included and how much it would cost, but it all just sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher, wah, wah, wah. I wasn't listening. I already knew that list. I had had that list memorized because I'd been studying it like a textbook for over a year. She had no idea that I'd pictured this very moment in my mind every single day for almost a year and a half. She didn't know that everything we owned was tucked neatly away in a storage unit in Colorado, or that we spent 7 weeks living in hotels with practically nothing in our bank account awaiting our miracle. She also didn't know that I carried an old hotel key card in my wallet with the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train roller coaster on it, pretending it was my Disney annual pass, when we couldn't even afford to park in the parking lot. No, I didn't tell her any of this. I only politely told her which passes we would like, and then, with gratitude in my heart beyond words, handed her our debit card and our driver's licenses. I watched her carefully as she wrote each of our names on the back of our new cards and passed them through the window. I accepted those cards with a joy and reverence that I didn't know I had in me. And then I cried. I cried like a baby as we walked away. It had finally happened. We got our Disney annual passes. At that moment, I realized that I often prayed for things, had hope, had a desire, but deep down, I didn't feel like I deserved it or that God wanted me to have them. So I kind of just gave up on them unintentionally. As time went on and more of my desires were not being realized, I found myself losing my desire to hope. I found myself just settling with my life because I didn't want to get my hopes up and fear that I would just be disappointed. But with this particular dream of living next door to Disney World and having the ability to literally go whenever our hearts desired, I felt God constantly telling me, "Don't you lose hope. Don't give up on this. I want you to have this. I want you to enjoy this. I need you to learn that you deserve this and so much more." God is a God of miracles, not just in olden times, not just in other people's lives, but in mine and in yours. So what are you hoping for? What are you holding on to? Because with God, it all starts with hope.